What's going on, horror lovers? HorrorWithHoss come back to you with another video, and this one I got a big haul for you here. Got stuff from a lot of different places, even some places I've not ordered from before. So we'll try to go through this pretty quick, and let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with one of those places I've not ordered from before, and that is through the app Whatnot. Now I've seen some folks order through it, some of the deals they were getting, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to check this out. And that was either a good or a bad thing, as you'll see, because got quite a few here from 3 different sellers. I got a couple of TV seasons. I've always wanted this show on physical media, but I haven't. But I started picking it up now, so this will be the first season for me. It's season 3 of Seinfeld. It came in the box with the, it's got the little slip cover over it, the disc underneath there, and the cases. So, and I was also able to get season 2 of this show that I like, and that is Fargo. So that's adding to the collection. Unfortunately, they didn't release all the seasons of Fargo on physical, but I'm going to at least get the ones that they did release. Next up, we've got Sarah Michelle Gellar, Fear Never Dies, Possession. This one here they have was still sealed, based on true events. I don't see anybody in the cast here right offhand, but it is The Haunting of Whaley House. This one here is also sealed. It's got Kellen Lutz and Roddy Piper. Never heard of this, but it's called Ghost of Goldfield. This one here I know is an older Scorpion release, and I was like, I gotta get this one. It says there is a bad moon horizon. Moon in Scorpio. And then I have the second movie in this series that I picked up off of a Facebook seller, and now I have the first movie, and that is Orphan. I've got Jason Statham and Amy Smart in Crank 2 High Voltage. I've never seen either one of the Crank movies, but I'll give them a shot. Next up, we've got Jessica Biel. In this movie, it says Fear Takes a New Shape. The Tall Man. Back it says the kids are not all right. Next up here, we've got Jessica Alba in this 2-disc special edition, You Won't Believe Her Eyes. And that is The Eye. Next up here, I got this one for one reason alone. I've already got this movie multiple times, but it's what's as a special feature, bonus feature on this movie. And that is Halloween 2, that has Terror in the Aisles, the full-length movie on there. So that was the real reason I got it. And for the price I got it, I was like, yeah, it was well worth it. Next up, one I wanted for a while, and I was able to get for a good price. That is John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars. Also one I've never seen. I know a lot of people are talking about the newer one, but I'll be happy to finally get to watch the original, and that's the movie Dune. Next up, one I was glad to get that was Stuart Gordon's last movie that he worked on. We got Stephen Ray and Mina Suvari, and it's the movie Stuck. Next up, I've got the original movie of this title, so now I have the unrated director's cut of the remake, and that is The Stepfather. And this next one was a cool one. I was able to get this 4-film collection, and that is From Dusk Till Dawn, Part 2, Texas Blood Bunny, Part 3, The Hangman's Daughter, and Full Tilt Boogie, the full-length documentary about the making of the first From Dusk Till Dawn. I'm pretty sure I've already shared that I have all of the seasons of The Walking Dead on physical media, but most of them are on DVD. But when I saw this person had this 3-disc, really good price, I was like, I gotta get it. It's the first season, and it's the one you got. It opens up like this, and inside you also have this little card as well. So I was like, yeah, why not? I'll have it at least the first season on Blu-ray as well. So next up, one I had not had on physical, I was able to get the 4K Blu-ray with slip of The Dark Knight. And all the rest of these have slips. I was also able to get the 4K Blu-ray collector's edition with the 2 mini movies of Minions: The Rise of Gru. I was able to get this mainly because I've got the Final Destination collection, but this one is the lenticular slipcover, plus it has the 3D glasses included, 3D, 2D version. And that's Final Destination 3. Next 3 I was glad to find from one seller. He was getting rid of these in his collection at a really good price. So I got the Arrow title, The Mutilator, with slip. This is the full one. It's got the poster and everything in it. I also was able to get the Brotherhood of Satan, another Arrow release here. A Kino Lorber title here. This has got Charles Bronson, Robert Duvall, Joe Ireland in it, and that is Breakout. They'll get Blu-ray DVD combo of the remake, or newer version, I guess, of A Vacation. And then I've not really had any of these superhero movies, but they had this for a good price, Blu-ray DVD combo, so I got the first Marvel Avengers movie. Alright, we're ready to move on to the next thing. So that's just from all from Whatnot. Next up, we've got Walmart. I got this one here. Had a pretty good cast, I thought. And it is called A Creature Was Stirring, and It Wasn't a Mouse. So yeah, that slips really nice. This is on DVD. This next was also on DVD, and that is Alice in Terrorland. So we'll get the through their website, because they didn't have it in store, the steelbook, John C. Reilly, and A Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. It's a Mill Creek release there. And most recently I was able to get the new Nicolas Cage movie Blu-ray DVD combo of Dream Scenario. Next, we've got one from Replays I found. They had the first season of this show, which I've always wanted to see it. It's got Kevin Bacon in it, and that is The Following. This next one here is my first Mercari purchase ever, and the seller had this. I was happy to find it. It's the complete box set of Freddy's Nightmares, A Nightmare on Elm Street series. This is excellent. It's got all the discs, all the episodes, and it's very good condition. Plays well, and it's region free, so that was an awesome find. Next up, I got a going out of print title from Makeflix, or they said it's going out of print. Well, getting low in count, whatever. But it was a signed edition, and I had not got this one yet. And it is signed by Michelle Bauer, and that is Bikini Drive-In. You can see her signature there. And they gave me a title, as they do with a lot of times I order from DVD. I already have this on DVD, so I may have to look at putting this with a giveaway in the future. That's Poison Sweethearts. So next up, I've got 4 titles that I got from Hamilton Book. These first 2 are some Andy Sedaris movies to add to the collection. This first one says Run for Cover. This is no ordinary day in the sun. Savage Beach. And then this one here has Donna Spear, Roberto Vasquez, Julie Strain. They're sexy, they're fearless, they're fit to kill. And that is Fit to Kill. Both of these are Mill Creek releases as well. Then this one, which is directed by Sean C. Phillips. I had to get it with this title, and that is Amityville Karen. And lastly, this one here, I believe, is a anthology horror film, which is set in the 80s. This is What's in Your Closet. It's called Skeletons in the Closet. These next three came from three different places here. We've got, first up, from Grindhouse Video. I got the 4K Blu-ray of Red Dragon. It's a Kino Lorber release there. Next up, from Diabolic DVD, I got the MVD Rewind Collection 4K Blu-ray of Cutting Class. And from Orbit DVD, I got They Get Under Your Skin. It's the Blu-ray release of Olive Films release of Breeders. These next four came from two different Facebook groups. I was able to get finally this magnet release of the ABCs of Death. I was able to get the Lionsgate release here, but it has like the VHS slipcover. It's Bill Murray in Meatballs. I also was able to get a 4K Blu-ray Kino Lorber release of Hannibal. And I was able to get this complete collection on Blu-ray, and that is of the Police Academy movies. This is region free, and it's got all of them on different cases there, which this to me seems a lot better than the new Shout Factory release, because they take all that and condense it. I think this is going to work out a lot better. Next up, we have items from Amazon. I was able to get season 3 of this TV show on DVD, and that is the show Fargo. This is the one that has Ewan McGregor playing two different roles in it. So, twin brothers. Next up, I was finally able to get this sequel. This is the newer release of it that's come out, and that is Short Circuit 2. I also got this at a fairly cheap price, and that is I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. This is the only one I think that has not made it to 4K and probably will not. I also got the new release of a Steelbook release season of Daryl Dixon, Hope Is Not Lost. And with that, you also got these postcard, picture postcard things with it. Each of them saying something different on the front and on the back. So that was cool, and that's the little back card that was on it as well. And they had this come up. It was half off for the complete series. I was like, I'd not seen this series, but I was a big fan of the original series this character came from, and that is Better Call Saul. So that's the whole series on Blu-ray, and I'll be glad to jump into that and watch that show. Next is from eBay, and this is a pretty big one. I normally do the DVDs first, but I'm going to do the Blu-rays first. because one of these DVD sets, well, you'll see. Anyhow, I was able to get this one from a seller really cheap. It's a Mill Creek release with the VHS style slipcover. That is Cyndi Lauper and Jeff Goldblum in Vibes. I also saw someone who was selling this 4K release on there. And that is the second sight release of Dawn of the Dead. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get it. So I'll have that 4K. Next up, one that I got because of seeing this show chronicled by Joe the Horror Man and Jason from Horrific Nightmares. And that's the DVD set of the Ray Bradbury Theater. So look forward to jumping into that. And then lastly, I feel like I saved the best for last. I usually don't spend a lot of money on out-of-print things, especially when I feel like people are gouging. But in this case, I guess, I still think it's gouging, but I was able to get this seller to come down off what they were originally asking by, a little bit. Not as much as I would have liked, but it was opened. It was an open set, but he had only watched the first season. But I love this show. Growing up, I remember watching it fondly, and I was like, I really want to have this in the collection. So I pulled the trigger. So this is all 72 episodes on 9 DVDs. And that's a complete series of monsters. As you can see, you got the 3 cases in there. And this has a lot of, actors and actresses in this that are in it. It's really cool. And I guess this is like the made-for-TV version, like like Tales from the Crypt in a way, but just good enough for network television so that it doesn't have all the extra things you'd see in Tales from the Crypt. But there you have it. That's the haul. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff there from a lot of different places, but let me know what y'all think. Any of these y'all got or you're looking to get, let me know down in the comment section. Hope all of you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed this video, click the notification bell. That way you'll know every time I upload a new video. Hope all of you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.